Well, hello everyone. We are going to have a lazy Leticia update. Well, actually, we're going to kind of update the reality of the matter rather than a quote update. Well, she has charges in, I think 4 states now that Jason Wallace has filed charges. Now, Al went over the technical bullshit of it all, and the reality is she is right, but the reality of the matter is the system is lazy. The system forgets, the system doesn't care, and most of all, the system does love to pass the buck. So, what on paper is going to happen and what is going to happen are going to be two totally different things. Just saying. It is, in reality, it's going to come down on who wants Leticia worse. And that's what it's going to come down to. Now, these other places, unless they're looking to pump up their conviction numbers, they're just going to be interested in shipping her out. So, there's going to be a lot of jail for her. There's going to be a lot of shifting her around to actually find out who wants her. Now, we do know how she acts in jail. Now, if it had been someone else, I would have went down to the pattern of what Al laid out and we would be discussing this. But this is Leticia and a girl. So, she's going to get much different prison treatment with her issues. They're just going to want the hell away from her. Which is why we are coming to this video. Despite everything that's said to you, the jailers themselves are going to want to get rid of her. Now, they have to deal with prosecutors and their wants. Now, for her, there's going to be a lot of holds and a lot of stays to see who wants her. Now, eventually she will be shipped out to one of these places. Now, I only expect her to go to court on one of the 2 of the 4 states. In reality. Now, I don't know which ones those are going to be. No idea. And, there's not even a basis for speculation. But she has issues in Wisconsin, Illinois, Arkansas, and now Jason Wallace. From what I understand, the charges are in Missouri. I think that was overpiling on myself, and I think less of him for it because she's going away for a long time. What's the point now to pile on? To me, that showed his lack of judgment and the fact that he is an asshole. Now, the fact is he was a falsely accused asshole, so, I do give him that. So, despite the fact that he is an asshole, he was falsely accused, and he is exercising a right. Now, I won't begrudge him for that. I'll just point out after she's already got felony charges in 3 other states that at this point he's just being a fucking asshole. And I have no respect for him at all. Now, once again, if he would have stayed off YouTube and he would have not gotten involved in the YouTube part of it and he would have not filed those charges, I would call him a victim. But in this case, from now on, I call him a participant. And I'm not going to be in Al's chat anymore because of that. Because I'm not going to be in contact with him because if he does anything else, I'm going to cover him. Be honest. Because he will have involved himself far enough into this that he will have hit, shall I say, to be criticized. Now, I've given him a little criticism here, and I've told you why. Because at this point, with her with charges in 3 states, I feel it's just piling on. And she's not going to be back anytime soon. No, she's not. And her acting out in jail could possibly get her the commitment that I would like for to happen, personally. If we're doing the video, which we may do at some point, of what's best for Leticia, that will be my point in the conclusion. That the best thing for her is to be committed in possibly life in a halfway house, making poor other people's lives hell. But the thing is if she was to get on medication, as I had mentioned in other vids, you may get a different Leticia. No idea. I know how medication with this type of condition, sometimes people will have a night and day improvement. So I have no idea. I just know that they're going to have her held here and there a lot, and they're going to see who wants her. And then eventually they're going to sort it out and ship to someone. But since there's 4 places, this has made this confusing. Now, once again, by Jason Wallace doing this, he has actually complicated just Leticia getting justice. Because the courts involved, 3's bad enough. But when you go 4, they might just start throwing out charges and saying to hell with it if they can get her out of the state. So what he doesn't understand, he thinks he was getting her back. He may have just let her off. It all depends on which dominoes fall into place. Now, everyone, please put your comments below. And if, once again, this is controversial. I will say my opinions on this. So feel free to debate this in the comments. And have a good day.